What's up, my peoples? It is your boy AMG here, and today we are talking about The Rising of Shield Hero, episode 10, In the Midst of Turmoil. Now, the episode opens where the last one left off, where Nafune is telling Melty that he cannot trust her because basically she's the daughter of the king and the daughter of the evil redhead that everybody hates. Now, she doesn't understand that, but she gets upset and runs away. Now, Philo was like, why can't we trust her? Well, Nafune doesn't tell her why, even though she repeatedly asks. Probably because she's a child and he doesn't want her to have to understand or hear what's going on because she's young. She wouldn't know those, things of the world because she was actually just born. So I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have that knowledge of those things. Now, we switch to Nafune asking the weapon shop's owner, what is the stars besides Rautelia and Philo's name? Now, the stars are a class upgrade where you can get more power. You can go basically a level to your strength. And you have to go to where the hourglass is in the church where you find out when the waves are about to commence. Now, he goes in there. They said it's going to cost 50 gold pieces. He goes there. They say, okay. He's like, I'll do it for you. Now, he goes there, and the lady's like, some lady comes in and says, no, we can't give you a class upgrade. It's hereby, by the king or whatever, that you can't get a class upgrade. Which I'm pretty sure the reason why he can't get a class upgrade is because of the redhead, and she went to her dad and asked for it. But it's like, if you want him to protect you, but you hate him anyway, why would you not want him to get a class upgrade so he can be stronger? That makes no sense to me. And I'm trying to get to a point where I'm wondering if Nafune is going to still be able to get, control Philo and Rautelia because they're a higher level than him. Is there going to be to a point where they're so much higher than him that he can't control them, just like I said before in Pokemon, where if you get Pokemon that are a higher level than you, then you can't control them, or that used to be the case, than your overall character, really. And they're like level 50 or 60, and the rest of your Pokemon are like 30, but you end up getting that Pokemon for someone else or catching a special, and you have to get a badge to control them and use them, or otherwise they wouldn't listen to you. Kind of like how, Charizard did Ash in the Pokemon TV show. But anyway, we're going back to Shield Hero. Then we see a group of mercenaries come to Nafune, in the group, and ask if they could join his crew. And he's like, what? Why would you want to do that? And we all know he's kind of skeptical, so he thinks it's a trick. He was like, you saved all of our families in Loot, which is the town that he saved in the first waves. Now, they're like, you saved our families and everything, and we are loyal to you. We want to help you. And he said, you have to come by with 150 gold pieces. And if you get that, then I'll let you join. They're like, okay, we'll do it. They go around and are gone all day looking for the gold pieces. Now, there's a little part that I forgot. Nafune, when they're going up to the church to get the class upgrades, he tells Rautelia, you need to figure out what you want for your class upgrade. She's like, I'm okay with whatever you think I should get. He says, well, you should pick something because after all the waves are gone, I'm going to go back to my, world. And you need to be able to defend yourself on your own. And it's like, dang, dude, you gonna just drop that on her like that? Like, I understand how he feels and everything, but he should kind of, I don't know, have a sixth sense for that type of thing, because he lives in the real world. How do you not know how she felt or how she would feel if you said that to her? It makes no sense to me, but I guess he still hasn't got emotionally back to normal, so he wouldn't really pick up on those things. Or maybe he just was the type of guy who never picked up on those kind of things in the first place. And now we jump back to Nafune and them going off, and they're, traveling and stuff. And I don't think they were on a mission. I was wondering what they were doing. They're rolling through a town, and it's all destroyed. And he's like, whoa, if this town gets hit by the waves, then it's going to be gone. Now, come to find out, this town is a group of people who got liberated from a town further away, and they came here because they were the resistance of a rebellion. Now, the arrow hero or bow hero, or whatever you want to call him, he defeated the king, but when he left, he didn't try to help them, create a democracy infrastructure or anything like that. So when he left, the people who were in charge, like the lords and everything, they took over the king's rule and taxed him again. And Nefune is asking people like, why would he do that? And they said it's because it cost a lot of money for you to run a country. So they would put their taxes 3 times more than it was before. So they couldn't live, so they left. Now, when they had a rebellion with them, most of those, lords and everything killed all the people. So there, what it looked like, it was only like about, I'd say a good 20, 25 people there that were left out of a whole town, which is kind of, scary that he took the whole thing down. And Nefune is cleaning up somebody else's mess again. Remember, I said in the last review, the only person he hasn't cleaned up after was the archer. Now he has had to do that. He goes to a restaurant and he sees them there. And Nefune is looking at them, he's kind of mad because of all the stuff that was going on. And the archer hero is talking to one of his, subordinates. And they're like, hey, we have a job, master. Basically, they said we have to go to this town and overthrow these people, this king who has a tyrannical rule, and then we'll get paid if we do it. Now, I guess somebody's been masquerading as the shield hero, well, not the shield hero, but the arrow hero, and the spear hero, or the sword hero, my bad, the sword hero. Now, they're like going to Nefune and think Nefune, he's the one who did it. Because Nefune started lying because the guy said, we need to teach them with great power comes great responsibility. And I'm just like, Archer Hero, what are you, Spider-Man now? Like, what's going on here? It was the funniest thing I heard when I heard that. I was like, all right, dude, you're doing a little bit too much. But when Nefune starts busting laughing, like, what the hell? He's like, what did you do, get bit by a spider? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't get that reference, but he's talking about Spider-Man, and basically he's acting like Spider-Man, and he's quoting Uncle Ben. And I'm wondering if people got that or not. But that was a little funny, like Easter egg that they threw in there. But he was like, dude, why would I even do that? He was like, you're the only one who can come up with a despicable plan like that. And I'm just like, shut up, dude. You already know he's not even like that. And the sword hero was like, well, I don't think he's like that either. He was like, do you know about a job where we're defeating a dragon? He was like, yeah, I had to go there. And I had to help everybody because after you defeated the dragon, you didn't clean up the body. So, because you didn't clean up the body, everybody got sick and it created a plague. You know how many hundreds of people died because of you two? And they're just like, they get this shock face. And the sword hero looks at Retelia's hand and sees the curse mark on her hand. And the sword hero is like, oh, I'm sorry. And the archer hero is like, oh, you believe him? Well, I still think you're the one who did it. And I'm just like, dude, really? Like, all right, whatever. And Nefune walks out. And he sees that they go back to the weapon shop's owner's place. And though they get, armor upgrades, and he puts, I guess, the dragon scale or whatever in his armor so it regens. So it will fix his armor by itself. And he was like, this is my best work. And he was like, you're just trying to really make me look like the king of the bandits, basically. And he was like, what? I like how you look. And Aaron's like, I like how you look too. You look awesome. Well, that group of kids who came around that Nefune saved their families in the first wave, they came back with 150 pieces of silver. He says, now that you have the 100 pieces of silver, I need you guys to go upgrade your armor and your weapons. And they're like, oh, so we're in? He was like, yes. But if you double cross me, then I will not hesitate on you. Okay? And so they have a group of people now. So he has kind of his own legion coming with him. And we switch back to the queen that we've seen before. Now, we see her talking to Tuxedo Mask. And they're in there, and she's like, I'm hating that I had to have Melty do this and talk to the Shield Hero. But it's essential. It's one of her duties is becoming the new ruler. And basically, she's like, well, considering what kind of man that the Shield Hero is, it's going to take a while for us to figure out, how to fix this. Well, how to get him on his side, basically. And I understand that because he's been through a lot, and I'm pretty sure she knows what he went through was all a lie. So, yeah. And also, with that being said, it kind of seems like the queen has some type of power that kind of lets her, sense when the waves are coming. So it makes me wonder, who exactly is she? And then another thing, at the end of the episode, like the last scene, there is a woman standing where the waves are opening. And I'm wondering, like, is she the one opening the gate? Is she the one controlling everything? Is she the one who picks which people come when they get, summoned by the people to be the heroes? I'm wondering who she is. Maybe another evil person that the queen needs Nafune's help to defeat. Anyway, that is the end of this video. Like the video if you like the video. Comment down below if you have anything to say. And subscribe because I do reviews of One Piece, My Hero Academia, Shield Hero, Run with the Wind, and Mob Psycho. Remember, I'm AMG, and anime, manga, and gaming is all that. And I'm at